The 3 best exercises using nothing more than a golf club to improve your swing posture. Turn, load, and press. We are keeping this super simple today. Any golfer can do this anywhere, and a little bit of consistency will help with your ball striking and injury proofing your golf swing. Before we get into the movements, remember, if you need the best workouts in golf as well as flexibility drills and practice sessions, head on over and get your free trial to the GolfWatt app now. Our first golf swing exercise focuses in on the thoracic spine, the middle of your back that gets so tight in everyday life. We are going to work in our golf posture, and you're going to take a grip on the club out in front of your chest. Get comfortable, set into a comfortable position, and this is what you should be thinking during the golf swing. We want to be active through the legs but not tense, and then we want to have a nice solid neutral spine position. We don't want to extend too much, we don't want to round too much, okay? That's going to inhibit your movement patterns. So, great way to practice. We get into that golf swing posture, feel the ground, set your engagement all the way through the system. We hold the club to the chest, and we're going to rotate in one direction. We're looking to get to that 90-degree mark, staying in our posture, keeping a little bit of knee flex. You then press away from the body. Hold, make sure you feel the activation through the core and the whole body. Retract, return to center, and then we go straight into the opposing side. So we rotate in that same profile, press out, increase your reach and the width of your swing, and then continue to repeat. A minimum of 5 reps each side will help you develop your movement patterns and help you rotate better during the swing. Couple more times. Set into that posture, really work through the rotation so you feel yourself turn around the spine into the thoracic area right in the middle of your back. We press away whilst maintaining our form, not losing that spine angle. Retract, turn, load, and press. Okay, you are working through this pattern, you're improving your ability to stay in your posture whilst creating the rotation and the width, and that's what you need in your golf swing. Movement 2 is the seated good morning. You can do this in your golf posture as well, especially if you're warming up on the course. But the seated element allows us to go into a really wide stance and get access to the hip capsule. Again, thoracic spine, so the middle of the back, and the hips are the 2 problem areas for golfers. That's why we're focusing in here. Okay, so we get our feet flat and the knees want to be relatively level to the hips. Okay, from here, take the club over your shoulders, set into that neutral spine position again. Yeah, we're not leaning back excessively, we're not rounding forwards, and from here, we're working that pure hinge pattern. So, we want to make sure that the movement comes from the hip as we hinge forwards, maintaining our position, work to that end range, and then bring yourself back up. Okay, so ensure that the hips aren't locked and we don't just move our upper body. We want to make sure our feet stay flat and we work that hip hinge. So, maintain the quality of your breathing, maintain that neutral spine, and increase the range of motion each time. Okay, this gives us access into the hips, which really does control the big muscles in the swing. Think the glutes, the hamstrings, basically the back side of the body. If we can't access that, or if we're too tight, too restricted, we're not going to stay in our posture, we're going to early extend, and you're not going to hit the shots that you want to. Control that breathing, work through your reps, again a minimum of 10, and you're going to see great progress. Okay, you really could do this every single day, 10 reps of each movement. It'll take you a few minutes and you see some genuine golf swing progress. For our final element, we're looking at balance and coordination. Okay, if you can't control your movement patterns during the swing, the activation, the stability isn't going to matter too much, because we put different stresses on the body and then we become inefficient and inconsistent. We don't want that. So we work into the rotational split squat. So we take a split stance. When we do so, ensure your center of gravity is through the legs. We're not leaning forwards or back. We really are solid in our positioning, and the big muscles are supporting our position. From there, take the club out in front, and as you then drop the back knee to the floor, we're going to rotate our torso to the side and stand tall. Okay, so in terms of our posture, we're in that asymmetry in the lower body. The big muscles are working, and we have to maintain that upper body position to ensure that when we perform this movement, we're not losing our balance. Because if we start to get outside of our base of support, we're going to lose our balance very, very quickly. So as we work both sides, feel as though you set into that lower body, you set your posture, work through the pattern, rotate to the side, and stand up. That little element of speed adds to the dynamic capacity, and that's why these three movements really work out well together. So again, balance and coordination. We load the muscles. As we do so, we turn into our rotation. That's also increasing your separation in the swing. So as we use the lower body, the hips turn, the torso is later. We're increasing lag and speed, and that is how you create a solid golf swing. 3 exercises for your golf swing posture that you can do anywhere. We started with the T-spine press, working in your golf posture and really increasing the rotation around the spine and the width away from your body. We moved into the good morning, where we work the hip hinge and get access to the big muscles, and we finished with the dynamic element of the rotational split squat. Here, we take that capacity, we take that movement control, add in the balance and coordination, so that when you combine these 3 exercises, you have a complete process to improve your golf swing posture. Because during a swing, we have all the forces of the lower body from the ground. We have to rotate around the spine, load joints effectively, and create speed that doesn't injure us or create bad golf shots. When your body can deliver posture and consistency, your ball striking will be on point. You then also have the potential to increase speed and power over time. So combine these 3 exercises. You really can do them almost every day. It'll take you 5 to 10 minutes of 10 reps minimum per exercise. And what you'll feel when you get to the course is that you have access to the hips. You can rotate more through the upper body whilst loading the hips as well. And then you'll have the movement control through balance and coordination to separate, create compression, create speed, and hit better golf shots. This is a great place to start for any golfer. You can do it when you get to the tee, before you go play. You can do it on a morning when you wake up, and everything in between. A small amount of consistency goes an awful long way, and if you want to improve your swing, it's time to improve your body. Appreciate you watching the video. Make sure you hit like, hit subscribe, tell your friends, and golf strong.